Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Siren Song Gaming. Thanks for bearing with me for a few minutes. I have a very upset puppy downstairs that is displeased with her current situation. Um, being that she's being a real shithead this morning, if I'm being honest. So, that all being said, let's take a look at where we are so far. We're currently sitting in the mountaineering hut, excuse me, because we are gonna hang out here a few days just so we can repair all of our gear, get all of our stuff ready. I said I was gonna do it off camera and then I didn't do it. So we have a little bit of that to do today. I was gonna kill a few rabbits and get them curing, but I just didn't get to it. It's been a week. Um, so it's just been a week. Let's not drop all of those. That would be awful to pick up. All in all though, it's been okay. Um, So, give me just a moment, guys. I gotta throw some of the stuff out of my pockets. Otherwise, we're gonna be running heavy, and nobody wants to run heavy. Especially when we're trying to kill some rabbits. So ideally, we kill 3 or 4, get those pelts down. Let's drop this. Oh my god, she is freaking out down there right now. She's unhappy with her life. Long story short is I actually slept in for a little bit today. So the puppy downstairs says that she's being mistreated, she's abused, and she doesn't deserve to be in this box. That's basically what she's saying right now. If I had to venture a guess, and something along the lines of "get me out of this stupid box" would be my guess if I had to paraphrase for her. She's displeased. Um, oh, we're tired. I'm like, why is our max weight so low? Okay, so. She's downstairs, telling the neighborhood that she's abused. So, unfortunately for my poor neighbors, I've apologized multiple times and they insist that it's not a big deal. So, okay, I tried. I do genuinely feel bad about it though, because she is a loudmouth. But, um, last time when we got Siren, I apologized for the noise and she said she didn't even know we got another dog. So, I'm thinking maybe the soundproofing is slightly better than I think it is. Between the two houses, I'll be honest with you, I only hear them next door if they're like legitimately throwing a party and there's a lot of really loud, deep voices. So that's what seems to carry through the wall is like the deep voices. But I can hear her barking outside from inside, so I'm not sure if they're just being nice or whatever. They've been lovely neighbors, so um, when we first got her and I kind of figured she was going to be pretty loud in general. I jokingly texted them and apologized and said that we got a puppy. I'm really sorry. I will buy you guys pizza as an apology if she's ever too much. They have not taken me up on that offer yet, but they also could just be being polite. I don't know. But I have to be honest, for being in a row home and being attached, these are the best neighbors I could ask for. She's also next door. So it's her and her son living next door, so she's awesome. But I think we can go to sleep now. Are there any rabbits out here we can grab real quick? Let's see. We'll look on the ice first, and if not, we'll duck back. Oh, there's the bear. I don't think we have a rifle here, though. So I think we're gonna have to down the bear somewhere else, because I don't think I brought a rifle here. Like a smooth-brained mammal, I don't think I brought the rifle. Yeah, I don't have a rifle here, so we can't kill that bear. I mean, we could shoot it with a pistol a bunch of times, but it seems like it would be a waste. We could make a bow, but I don't think we have any arrow tips. Do we? Negative Ghost Rider. Okay, well, that bear can... It's tempting, he's so close. Maybe we shoot him a few times and see if he bleeds out overnight. Let's try that. This is gonna be an awful idea, but I stand by it. What's the worst that can happen, huh? don't think I've ever seen a wolf and a bear that close together. Hey, bear. That low growl, though. I feel like there's a saying here about poking the bear, but is it poking it if we're gonna shoot it? I don't know. Maybe. He's mad though. Just trying to get him out into past the fishing hut so I can shoot him and then run back in it. Then if he takes off, hopefully I can get a couple shots in on him before he runs. Got 3 wolves behind us though, so we gotta be a little bit careful. This is probably gonna end badly. Might be comical for you guys. See what happens. Okay, so we got a few shots into him. Oop. He should go blade out somewhere, I'm hoping. Anything more seems excessive. I don't know if you guys saw that though, but even though he's hurting and running, oh, there's a train. Sorry, guys. He doubled back on me like he was gonna do something about it. And he's coming back again. Oh, we got a level 5 revolver. I guess it wasn't totally a waste. Nice easy shot to hit. Where'd he go? Still running like the Dickens, huh? I don't see him, but I hear him. Oh, there he just went. There he goes. Boom goes the dynamite. Cool. That was a waste of probably entirely too many shots, but it was fun. It has to count for something, right? It should definitely count for something. It was fun. Quite bright tonight. Yeah, I mean, we hit him with the large majority of the shots we took at him, so I couldn't ask for a better result. I will be honest with you though, I would not have taken a chance at that if we didn't have 100 bullets in our arsenal here. Sorry, I heard him really close and I didn't know where he was, so I just figured it was better to just fire. He's green. I think it's gonna be an Aurora tonight. He looked a little green, that one. I don't trust him not to double back and attack us because he's not hurt, so we're gonna drop this bag of meat here and drop the pelt on the ground and call it a, yep, there you are. Got him. We're gonna call a night. We'll get that bear tomorrow. I just wanted to get the pelt in here and curing. Let's put this up here so it doesn't get lost under the giant rug we're about to throw on the ground. Hey, Brooklyn, how was your day? Sorry, I was a little preoccupied when you jumped in. Uh-oh. Gotta plug my headset in. He yelled at me. So let's sleep for 8. While this is sleeping, I'm gonna run really quickly and grab my charger. Ugh. It's just in the next room. So that was fun. It's exhilarating. And I also wouldn't have taken a shot at that bear had I thought, ow, God, there's a table there. Had I thought he wouldn't go down nearby. He was right there. It was hard to turn him down. That sounds like a blizzard. That's not great. That sounds like a blizzard. Okay. Let me know, Brooklyn, if there's any buzzing when I plug this headset in. If so, we might have to cut live stream a little bit short today, but there's not typically, but just let me know. I was thinking about it this morning, how I hadn't plugged my headset in a few days, and now reaping the rewards of that, I guess. Ugh. Just don't want it to die midstream. But if there's any buzzing, I know that's annoying too. But I'm not seeing any passive buzzing on the audio reads, so. Sounds like it's gonna turn into a blizzard pretty quickly. And there's a dead wolf there. Let's do this. We're gonna pop this other wolf. I'm already gonna get the rest of that bear meat. So we can harvest it up in case this turns into a blizzard. Get some of it cooking. We can still kind of run with that. It works. Probably gonna lure him back. Oh, there you are, though. Can't quite see him. This is definitely gonna go blizzard. I would be floored if this did not go blizzard. We're gonna reload this. Get the bullets on the way back. Yeah, this is gonna go blizzard. There's no way it's not gonna go blizzard. It's like a sneeze away from going blizzard. with the, can we walk? Okay, we can walk with the last 3 bags, so let's just not shoot the ground. I hear you running. You're on your way to the airfield? That's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna go to Milton today. But then this bear was here, so then I decided that this bear might be worth grabbing. So, is that a dead rabbit? If it is, we're gonna take a skin. With all these wolves around, there's a good chance that's a dead rabbit. Wow, I would have bet money this was gonna go blizzard. Seems to have slowed down. Like, I 100% would have put 10 bucks up that this was gonna turn into a blizzard. Guess not. Must have shot him already. This is what I mean. So for as many wolves as we have on the ground right now, there's like no incentive for me to go get them because I just downed a bear. So I have a ton of guts. We have meat from the bear. And the pelts are useless to me because I'm not going to make a coat out of them. So like, I'll keep the pelts in case I need to make an emergency coat, but like, that's about it. So I just like, I want something to do with the wolf pelts because there's so many of them. And even if it's just to trade them to the trader for stuff, I'm cool with that. That's not where I meant to put that. I meant to put that here. I feel like this ends up being my like hunting cabin, which is always funny to me. Oh, we do need food. Let's eat that. It's like my hunting and cooking cabin. I love doing my level 5 cooking here. I don't know if you can see all the fires around, but I love it. It's like a great little retirement home with all the angry wildlife around. We're a little chilly. I didn't realize that. Well, let's go check and see if that rabbit was what I thought it was. If that mound of snow was a rabbit. I think that's a rabbit right there. There's 2 wolves there. How are they not dead? So many. It's kind of a silly question. I know why they're here. It's because I just drug every wolf in the near vicinity to me. Nothing to harvest. Oh, okay. I just wanted the skin. Nice. That's one of the ones that's on my list, is Fire Master, because I want to start with level 3 fire. So I don't have to mess around with Tinder. I hate Tinder. It's so inconvenient, because I never have it when I need it. We are cold, I see we're cold, but we're not far, so... Ugh, there's Moose Mark, though. I guess that moose is still here. I don't want to try to take him on with a pistol. I think that will end poorly for me. As much as I would like a moose hide satchel, we don't need one. The bear hide we needed, because we need to repair our bedroll. I don't even see any rabbits. Usually there's some rabbits in this little patch back here. Oh, there's one. Just as soon as I whine about it. Just looking around for our moose friend. I'd ideally like... Oh, there we go. I'd ideally like at least 2. But... miss if I try to fire at that one? Yes, do that. Oh, I missed. Damn it. I'm code. Have bad aim. I do better when they're walking at me. I always miss when they're side to side because they overcompensate how quickly I think they move. God darn it. And then the hills. There's a whole trajectory thing. It's a whole thing. Ah! Gotcha. No! Ah, I hate that. Put the damn stone away. Yeah. I harvested my bedroll so I didn't lose the hide. Now that I have another hide, should I make a bedroll or a coat? Do you have a coat? I am always one for do the coat first because it's cold. And you can find warm places to sleep, but walking around that cold sucks. So, but I know I'm the minority with that sometimes. Oh my god, I suck today. Catching a damn rabbit. It's happening. Stupid animal. Gah. I'm not talking about the rabbit. I'm talking about me. Boop. Put that down there so we don't bring any unsavory guests for dinner. Oh, if you have two parkas, are you pretty warm? Like when you're walking around with your two parkas? Oh, you're playing Pilgrim. We do the bedroll then. Because Pilgrim's not typically as cold. Yeah, I mean, I would just do the bedroll then. I mean, luckily for Pilgrim, you don't have to worry about freezing to death in your sleep anyway, so you can chuck that bad boy down wherever you want. But I think you're fine either way. I think either way is a good choice. You already have two of the parkas, though. You're probably set on warmth. Sorry, buddy. This whole thing wouldn't feel so awful if they didn't show their head, like, hanging after you crack their necks. Like, do we need that little visual? My wife was standing over my shoulder one time when I did that, and she was like, oh, God. And she's not, like, a super squeamish person. I was like, yeah, you know. And she heard the sound and everything. She's like, that's terrible. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but, like, oh, well. Oh. Well, then, why don't you just hang on to the pelt for right now and decide what you want later? Just stick it somewhere. Sounds like you don't really need the jacket, and if you want to make the new bedroll anyway, just plop it somewhere for now. That way you still don't lose the hide, like you said. I've done that before, where if I'm not sure what to do with something, I just... It's a fat rabbit. 5-pound rabbit. Jeez. And so is this one. Okay. Now we get these two hides on the ground. I'm not great at it, but I've gotten better over... Once you learn, like, what the hand positioning and stuff is, it's easier. But I'm still not good at it by any stretch of the imagination. Really wish I could have one more rabbit pelt. Then I'd know for sure we're good, but I don't want to go too far looking for another rabbit. So... Ooh, green moose meat. That sounds fun. Alright, so there's that. Let's grab some firewood. We're gonna sit inside for a bit with some firewood and our bags of meat. so we can harvest it in the nice warm cabin while we do other stuff, because we want the bags to thaw out first anyway. Sure. Let's cook with a cookbook. Sounds fun.
Come on, little fire.
So, what do you guys do outside of playing this game? So, I've told you a little bit about me. Brooklyn, what are your hobbies? What do you do when you're not playing games? Anything fun, exciting, other? Story time. I'm a bona fide nerd. I play these games. I actually am working on a little lame little romance book that I'm writing, and I do some crafty stuff. I have a laser engraver that I need to set back up, but I was getting ready to kickstart a small laser engraving business, personalized stuff like that. But this is one of a few hobbies that I do, is play this game. So I figured if nobody enjoyed watching me play, I would have just kept playing. But if you guys are at least remotely interested, I'll keep streaming. So crochet, that's cool. My mom used to. Oh, my mom still does crochet. Um, she does blankets and scarves and all the fun stuff. She's made some hats. Because we're so close to Philadelphia, there's a lot of organizations around us that do like hat drives and stuff for babies, for basically the preemies and all that stuff. But they also do it for the like chemo wards and stuff. So she's done hats for that. She does scarves and blankets and stuff like that too. She loves to make baby blankets. And then she was making, for a little while, she was making lap blankets. So they're for like people in nursing homes. They're like perfect size for like sitting in a wheelchair. She's made those. I tried crocheting. I was okay at it. I used to latch hook for a while, but I even got away from that because it just seemed like a silly, like I had to go buy all the stuff for it. So instead of being able to do that, so um, she really enjoys it. So part of me thinks I should buy her some like fun crocheting books, like the ones that teach you how to do like little like the flowers and stuff like that. But I've never actually thought about it. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe that's something good for Christmas this year. See? So I keep you guys around. Otherwise though, that's, I mean, we as a couple are pretty boring, I would say, Kat and I. We're going to the Renaissance Fair this weekend, so that'll be fun. The state we're in, one of the adjacent states, has a Renaissance Fair every year, so it runs until about Halloween. So we'll go do that. My problem with small dexterous stuff like that, um, I have tendinitis in both of my wrists. I don't have carpal tunnel. I have tendinitis. So, and that's from doing my vet tech stuff for so long, from restraining animals and just doing a lot of like delicate stuff. So like even sometimes doing the live streaming and stuff like that, I can't do it because how bad my wrists hurt. And I'm only 30, so I'm assuming that's only going to get worse. But unfortunately, that is something that I have to keep in mind with like my hobbies and stuff. I picked up a leatherworking kit that I'm going to start trying to work on here soon. I'd love to be better at drawing so I could do like design my own stuff, but I'm just not good at it, and I need to figure out a way to get better at it. But some people just are not artistic. Like I have a friend that's super artistic, and she like does stuff all the time. So I'm sure I could pay her to make stuff for me, but She might not even allow me to pay her, but we'll see. Um, you know, just for like cutesy stuff. But um, and then a lot of what I do in my free time is dog related. So I work with my dogs, I train them, take them out and do fun stuff with them. We're tired again, I guess because all the running. Any more rabbits out? No. Huh. Yeah, I can't draw either. I've tried. I even bought a book to teach myself how, and I'm just bad at it. And to my wife's credit, she likes to tease me a lot about I bought all the stuff to teach myself how to draw, and I haven't done it yet. So I'll get there eventually. Maybe I don't know, YouTube perhaps, but I don't need to be good at it. I just need to be passable at it for what I need. Because a lot of the stuff that I would need to draw for my laser engraving is just line art anyway. Like I don't need it to be fancy or shaded or anything like that. It has to look like the thing. That's about it. What's that? Is that a rabbit carcass? That's a wolf. Definitely not a rabbit carcass. Trying to find, I know I keep saying I'm not going to, but I'm trying to find one more rabbit. Because we're still waiting for those bags to defrost. This deer here is probably ravaged. And even if it's not, we don't need the meat. We don't really want to, I don't really need to waste the time. Yeah, we don't need the pelt, we don't need the meat. We'll take the feathers though. Going a little feather run here with all the stuff we killed. Right? I need stick figures, exactly. That's about how well I draw. I used to draw fish when I was little, like these cool cartoon fishes that I was really proud of. So like I can draw a little bit, but very, very, very basic stuff. Like I used to do these really cool like cartoon fish that I would make like have their own little personalities like and unique things about them. So, but they were just like still shots, like one-off still shots, but they were fun to make. But they're also like 3 lines and some fins, and they're done. So, you know, they don't take a whole lot. I think we're gonna head back here. I'm gonna go over this hill one time, but if we get into a wolf struggle, we're on the bad end of that. So, because we're so tired because of the running we've been doing today. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Okay. I think that's all the rabbits that spawn in this area where there's 2 little groves that are already empty. So between us and the wolves, we've pretty much depleted them. And I don't want to go too far because I don't know how far that moose will travel away from the back of the house. So don't want to bump into a moose today. So I think from here, what we're gonna do is we're going to Mountain Town. I think what we'll do is we'll cut back through Pleasant Valley, and then go through Mystery Lake. I'm gonna look at the maps, but I don't think there's a better way to go. I've always gone that way to get to Mountain Town, but I'm not sure. So we'll take a look, see what the best way to go is. Maybe. Is this a new carcass, or is this glitched? Oh hey. I mean, okay, thanks, wolves. Appreciate you. Apparently, we just had to leave and let the wolves be wolves. Okay. I'm not complaining. There you are. I stole your rabbit. Haha. Oh, apparently, I scared him off. God, there's another train? It's like 2 in like a half an hour. Busy today. So we live, the back of my house faces some railroad tracks. So That's what that sound is. I don't always have my windows open, especially when it's hot and or cold. So typically, I don't think you guys hear them unless they blow the horn like right outside the window, which they don't do very often. That typically actually scares the hell out of me when they do it. Otherwise, I don't hear the trains until they actually do blow the horn. So small town life and all that, I guess. I also grew up in a house just like this, the one that I'm in. It's like literally it's the other side of the tracks from where I'm at now, but same literally cookie cutter houses is what's mostly in um, in this town. And it was actually kind of funny. It actually ended up being the reason I bought this house was because it's almost identical to the one that we used to live on the other side of the tracks. And when I was talking to my mom about it, she was actually joking with me about it, but I kind of fell in love with the idea of being in a house that's like just like the one I grew up in. Probably over romanticized that a little bit to myself, but it worked. Um, and minus a couple little hiccups here and there, but normal homeowner hiccups. I'm pretty happy where we are. I mean, I wish we had a little bit more space, but it's affordable for us. There's no good reason for me to be upset that we're here. I joke and say I hate this house, but it's the same as the one I grew up in. Same position in the row home, like the one that we were in before was like one of three, where like the same house in the same three, the same type of like little field in front of the house. Like it's kind of cool, if you think about it, and it's like mirrored on the other side of town. So, we'll, you know, my wife and I talked about it, and we'll probably stay here until um, we're not anytime soon, but we're planning to have a baby at some point. So, ah, sitting here reminiscing. Let my fire go out. Oh, oh, and I burnt the hell out of that rabbit. Poor rabbit. Started talking and not paying attention. Um, so just felt like the best thing to sit here. So we're gonna stay here probably for a while, and then when we have a baby, probably move out into something bigger. So, or when we strike it rich, hit the lottery that we don't play, one of those things. So, why do I feel like I never run out of these bear quarters? I keep thinking I'm done, and then there's another one. And I guess we don't really need the meat. It's probably a waste of time, but we're waiting for these hides to cure anyway, so. Ah, shit, I didn't put that hide down. I'm fired. Boop. We went to a Pink concert a couple weeks ago. That was really cool. We sat in the nosebleed seats because they were not super, well, they were the cheapest of the expensive tickets, I guess. But she put on a really good show. If you guys ever get a chance to see her, go see her. If you like Pink, obviously. Um, it was a pretty exciting show. I didn't realize she had a background in like acrobatics and stuff. She they like strung her up and she was like flying around the stadium. Like it was at the local Major League Baseball stadium. And they had her like she was flying around the stadium at one point. It was pretty cool to watch. Um, but it was a super interesting show. The reason I say that is we've gotten to do a couple cool shows like that recently. We went to back to hobbies, I guess is where I'm going with this. We like to do like music shows, classical music, that kind of stuff. Oh, we're still really tired. And we'll just stay local. Um, so the orchestra here did an overlay show with so the original Jurassic Park movie. There's these like a lot of orchestras now, what they're doing is they're basically playing the shows on these big screens, and they're stripping the music soundtrack from them, and then they're playing the music soundtrack over top of the movie. It's so cool. So like my nerdy music ass, because I did band all 4 years, actually all 6 years, because my high school was a junior senior high school. So you started at the high school in 7th grade. So um, we got to do that, which made my little heart happy because I love Jurassic Park. It's by far one of my favorite movies. And then the soundtrack on it is fun, and listening to that live was fantastic. So we did that. And then a couple weeks ago, we did a um, what's the name of the company? So there's a company now that they're all over the world, and they host basically small artists that are doing these small venues. So we went to this one. It was called basically like a candlelight thing, but it was a string quartet and they played Disney songs, and it was so much fun. Like I thought it was going to be kind of stuffy and boring. I really wasn't sure what to expect, but the guys were fantastic. Um, they did a couple Disney songs. They even played a not Disney song, which is one of my favorites. They played Hallelujah, which on strings is like amazing. Um, but that's another one of my weird hobbies is music. I won't say I listen to everything because I don't, but I listen to a lot. And anything that has an instrumental bass or instrumental backtrack on it is for me. I love it. So okay. We are not going to stay the full length of time to cure the bear hide. We'll take that with us. Even if it means drawing some friends with us, we'll take that with us. I don't want to wait for that to cure, but I do want it. So I don't want to have to detour all the way back here. So best case, we'll leave it somewhere in Pleasant Valley to cure. Worst case, we'll take it with us and drag some friends along. I'm just going to grab up these cattails since we've eaten through a lot of what we had, unless I stashed them, which is possible. And then obviously I like my dog shows, so I do what's called confirmation showing, which is like if you have a dog show that you see like on TV when they do like Crufts or Westminster, those are all shows that are like they're invitational shows, and what they actually show is the groups. They don't show the breed judging. So we do. I have two Swedish Valhounds. They're a Swedish cattle dog. And we show, right now, I show Siren, which is my older one, which is what my channel is named after. Uh, the joke there is getting Siren has actually kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone and pushed me into doing new things like this YouTube channel. When I did my first show with Siren, it was the level they call B-Pup, which is basically like puppies that are 4 to 6 months. So it's meant for like to get puppies used to the show environment, to get them used to being looked at, evaluated, that kind of stuff. And then, so that first show, I took handling classes because most Swedish Valhounds, we don't get professional handlers, they're expensive. And we just also prefer to show our own dogs, typically. So I showed Siren for the first time by myself, completely by myself the first day. So I joked that like that was one of the things that I was petrified to do. I was like nauseous waiting ringside to get her in. I had a little bit of idea what I was doing, but the judge I had was super sweet for my first couple shows because we did beep up with her 2 days that weekend, like two different showing events that weekend. Because typically the shows are split up into multiple days. So we did that, fell in love with it immediately. Despite my nerves, fell in love with it immediately. Siren was like okay with it. She wasn't super excited about it, but then we decided we were going to get Squid. So now Squid is just now old enough to qualify for a B Pup. So we go for a show in November. I have 2 shows in November with her. That'll be her first, is at that show. I was going to do more, but when I read the criteria for like getting the puppy awards and stuff like that, it's not constrained down to 6 months. And right now, we just, I didn't want to try to rush around and show her. I have so much to do this month that she's going to have to wait until next month. So, I have a couple of her shows coming up. Siren is getting her x-rays evaluated, so we do just like preventative orthopedic rads on them just to see, partially to see what their hips look like for the future, but also just to see, it gives my breeder um, a good idea where her hips are within her breeding lines, so she can just kind of plan out for her future. If the dogs that she has, are worth, keeping into her stock, if it's worth, retiring or transitioning them out, stuff like that. Which is god awful boring for some people, but I love it. um, but yeah, so that's one of my other like deep passions, I would say, is that. It's something I did not expect to fall in love with, and I think to my wife's chagrin, I have unfortunately fallen down that rabbit hole. Her eyes glaze over as soon as I start talking about it, but she supports me and lets me do what I want, so. It's one of those, I won't go with you, but please have a good time. And, she's just not happy when she goes, so I'm not going to make her go to something she's bored at, so I go. And it gives me a chance to travel and see new people and hang out with my friends that also have the same breed, so it's nice. But we're going to let that fire burn out now. I don't think we need to keep it on. That's enough of me chatting, though. I feel like I've bored you guys. Between the boring things we're doing on screen and the boring conversation, we'll sleep and see where we are on that first pelt. And we've got a little bit of a aurora going here. Trying to think what we can do while we're waiting for these pelts to cure. We don't have any reading to do. I guess we could repair our clothes. We should probably do that. Let's start another fire. I want to use the coal. Let's get some wood. We'll do that. We'll repair our clothes up. I said we were going to do that anyway. We never did. So let's do that. That should pass some time. Where are we at on this first one? I think these are what, 3 days? Yeah, so we shouldn't have to be too long here. We'll zoom through it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. What do we have here? We're gonna repair the things even though they don't probably need to be repaired yet. We're just gonna repair everything because we have the cloth right now. It's typically what I do off camera. Is I'll waste a little bit of cloth to make sure my gear stays tip top. Anything under 90% I typically repair. Especially stuff that like requires leather and all that jazz. Ooh, those look a little patchy. Boop. I do. I'm not cold right now, though. I'm not gonna repair the, yeah, there's two over here. That's why I don't throw them out. Take that one and put it on for now. Harvest that. Oh, Wolf sounds like he's right outside. Do I have something stinky in my pocket? No? I don't think so. No? Good eye, Bella. Nope, not the broken one. We can definitely wear that. Maybe that's why it was cold earlier. Maybe you're right. Out here rambling about stuff that doesn't matter. Not taking care of myself. Alright, let's, everything else looks good enough for right now. Could repair these. Scrap metal? I think we have scrap metal. Otherwise, we can break that down. 4 scrap metal. That's 1. Do I not have any? I don't have any more. Okay. Ew, it's soupy out here. Gross. Good day to sit inside and do nothing. Alright, let's break this down. Let me get 2 from this. Cool. How much was that bothering you, Brooklyn? Just to be like, put the damn hat on. I've definitely done that watching other people before where I'm like, oi, what are you doing? Do the thing. And then they don't do it. And it's like, hey, do the thing for like 5 minutes. And then with chat lag, you still sit there. Alright. Hopefully the weather looks a little bit nicer. We can go traverse a bit. Maybe. Wish I could break this down for scrap metal. Alright, let's see what we have. 88. Okay. No, I didn't, because I'm dumb and I didn't think about it. Oh, you are like right here, huh? Hi, buddy. This is the only problem with being here, is I feel like there's not a whole lot to do. Get out of here. This is why my hit rate is so low. I do get like that though, like watching other people where I'm like, hey, you didn't go back and do the thing. But because of chat lag and all that jazz, I typically don't put it in chat because by the time chat lag happens, it's already been done and then I look silly. But let's chop some wood. We're getting a little low on wood here, so let's chop some wood. What? Cabin fever risk. Uh-oh. We're gonna have to sleep in the fishing hut tonight. Yeah, I checked all the containers before. Pretty sure. All the ones we've come across so far have been checked. So I think we did. But we can pass some time outside by chopping some logs. I always like to have a surplus of wood. It doesn't go bad, so. Then we can sharpen our hatchet again. If I were just here by myself, well, maybe we can fish. Let's go fish for a little bit. That's a good idea. We can sleep in the fishing hut tonight and fish. Ah, fantastic idea. Glad I thought of it. Get up the hill. Come on. Alright, fine. I'll chop this one more. 2 more. Okay. We'll try to get our fishing level up, so we'll fish for a little bit. Milling machine for what? Repairing your tools? That's cool. I forgot you can do that. Use the milling machine. I know you can use it to repair the pistol. So this is a freshwater lake, so it's going to be all the freshwater fish. We have meat down there, or fish down there we can cook for food. Take some water with us. Okay. Time to go marathon. Fishing. Take the skillet with us. Just don't want our clothing to get wet. Because it seems like it actually damages your clothing now, which really sucks. Meh. Take some moose down with us. Draw any wolf friends that we have in the area while we run. I think so. Basically, all the new fish, my understanding is they're split between freshwater and saltwater. So there's a couple unique fish that'll spawn that are saltwater, and a couple new ones that spawn freshwater. I think it's 2 of each. I think. Because we have whitefish and smallmouth here, but that probably would have been before the update that we were here fishing last. So we're gonna use our pry bar because it does the least damage to our tools. And I'm gonna wait to do any sort of fires until we see that we get cold. So let's fish for. Actually, Can I take one of these and turn it into bait? Let's make some bait. Yes, that sound is gross. Makes like a sloshing noise. Ugh. I don't typically use bait, but let's try it. Oh. We have the fish already, so. Let's try for 3 hours with bait. 1, 2, 3. Only 4 fish? That's lame. Okay. Try for another 3. I was fishing somewhere else. Oh, in Ash Canyon, and I was getting one of the new fish in Ash Canyon. This one. Yeah, this guy. No, you don't need to use the lures for bait. You can use just regular lines. So this guy. Cool. Alright, now that we're tired, let's see if we can put the bedroll down. Oop, oop, oop. There she is. And we are going to start a fire because I am losing some heat. We can always go get more wood.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think, that fish is going to be at all of the freshwater spawns.
Perfect.
That's at least the impression I got, was that it was going to be more based on what type of water you pulled it out of versus where you fished them from. Next time we make it over to coastal, I want to mess around and do a lot of, I want to do more of the combing stuff. Yeah, somebody else posted the burbot. I think he's a freshwater fish. I had one guy post in one of the groups on Facebook, and he said that he accidentally let it go. Um, he got excited, took a picture, and then hit the wrong button and let it go. He was actually fishing for calories. Okay, pretty good. Since I have no timeline of like day and night when I'm fishing, I just fish and then sleep when I'm tired. So we'll just keep doing that for the next couple days. It's a good way to throw through the time, I guess. It's actually the perfect way to do it. Get some fishing level up, wait for those pelts to go. Got plenty of water. Alright, let's give it another stab. I'm sad I don't have any stuff to make the new lures, but it's okay. Let's do 4 this time. I don't have any metal. Ah! Fishing line snapped. Let's try for 3. I want to be able to use this character to do level 5 cooking tutorial too. Because I want to redo, so that the cooking one that I have, or the fishing one that I have, is good. So the fishing one that I put up, I've gotten a lot of really good feedback on that. But I would like to actually do a level 5 one. Oh, my bait's gone. And see if what kind of feedback I get on the level 5. So that's on my radar of things to do as well. But if I can get to level 5, I can reevaluate this. And probably do it in bigger segments of time. Since it's apparently been proven that you get more fish the longer you fish, like for the longer segments that you do. So I want to go back and redo some stuff on that video. So for the whitefish, it was giving me 5. I think it depends on the size of the fish. So this smallmouth bass is giving me 14 if I were to harvest it. And it's 1 bait per fish you catch. So if you don't catch a fish during that time, you get your bait back, I think. If you do, it obviously eats the bait. Looks like we cured our cabin fever risk too, which is good. This is typically when I go on fishing binges, is to get rid of my cabin fever risk. Hopefully you can sell fish to the trader too, that would be nice. Really curious to see what we can sell to the trader. I think it's going to add a whole nother depth to this game. It's going to be awesome. Clothing isn't wet, right? Just a little bit. Okay, that should be alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that, like, he'll give us, like, we can trade him for especially for cooking supplies. Because I'm wondering if that's how they're going to make the cooking sustainable long term in this game. They either need to give us a way to make the stuff, or trade for the stuff. Even if it's got like a long respawn on like the stuff you can buy from him. So like say he has flour, you'll have to wait a certain amount of time to buy more, maybe? Like maybe he comes with 3 bags and then leaves for a while and comes back. Like that would be kind of cool. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I'm intrigued. It's also equally as fun to play with the tip-ups, especially if you're bored. Oh, I don't have any more fishing line. Oh darn. Do I have any stuff to make a fishing line? Well, alright. That sucks. Okay, well, that ends that. Oh, my meat. Okay. Well, that ends that for us. That's fine. Guess we can cook up some bear meat to pass the time. They didn't specify, they just keep saying trader. So, from what I've read so far, they didn't specify anything about him. I didn't watch the teaser video though, and I usually put a more detailed video out once it gets closer. So, maybe we'll go search for some scrap metal. That could be interesting. Probably not, but we can see. Otherwise, we'll be fine. We don't need more scrap metal. There's probably some stuff to make scrap metal at the bunker. In the pile of crap I'm sure I threw on the ground. Get up the hill. Thank you. Hopefully we can repair something now. Hopefully it's been long enough for that first pelt to be good. It's been like 2 days, so. Oh, we've got 3 cured pelts. Alright. Now it'll be done tomorrow. Sweet. That actually wasted the perfect amount of time then. Let's take these. We'll take some guts. Eat this. Cool. How's this bear hide doing? 30%? Okay, that's not bad. Let's finish repairing these. Nice. So now those are both at 100%, which is fantastic. We could be, I have the deer skin. I'm just going to repair these pants since I have 2 just sitting here. It's wasteful, but I don't care. That's a renewable resource, so. Repair my pants. How's my bedroll doing? 43%, so it's not going down as quickly as I was worried about. That's good. So we'll probably leave this rabbit pelt here. We'll take the other one maybe. I'm actually thinking since we have to take the bear hide with us, we'll leave the cured rabbit pelt here. Just so that we're not carrying too many pelts around with us. Oh, I used it. Never mind. I used the 3, so we just have this 1. So that can stay here overnight tonight. Since it's almost dark, we're not going to leave yet. Let's figure out what we're taking with us. So we have that. How much water am I currently carrying? Too much? Nah. Take one more bottle of that with us. The burdock root can stay here. Most of these arrow shafts can stay here. We'll take like 20 with us. It's only 2 pounds. Cured, that can stay. Let's take 2 of those. Oh god. Ick. Don't want that. I think the tip-ups are fun. Brooklyn, sorry, I just saw your comment again. I enjoy using them. I think they're fun. So we used 28 bullets since I dumped all of my casings in here. That's not terrible. We'll leave that here. Take this one with us. Take that one. Actually, I'm gonna take this one so we can sharpen our hatchet tonight. I think that's good. Down to 85 pounds, which is really good for me. We're gonna drop this bait outside. It's gonna be rancid by the time we get back, but it's okay. It decays relatively quickly, I've noticed. So just throw it on the ground there. It'll probably be ruined by the time we get back. Let's fill our lantern, since I remember wasting all of our lantern fuel by accident. We could also cook up some fish if we need more. We might need more. No, that's full. Alright. 0.1 to spare. Put that up there. I wish I had a jerry can with me. I need to leave an almost empty jerry can here. Both of these ruined? Oh, we're gonna take these with us. That's gonna make us heavy. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. So we're still underweight. Nice. And then if we do pick up a revolver, or rifle, we should still be pretty well under. I'm gonna leave some of this birch bark here too. We don't need all of this. We can prepare what we have. Well, wait. Do we have any prepared? We have 13 prepared. Okay, this can all stay here. Wow. Hoarding at its finest, huh? Do I have any teas made? One. Let's make some birch bark tea. Just make a couple to have with us.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
This video was meant for us to be at Mountain Town now, but we cut a little detour. Sorry. We really had to repair our clothing though, in my defense. Do one more. And that should be good. Let's make a batch of water. Since we have the fire going already, we'll leave it here. We've gone through a lot of our water reserves. So. While we're waiting for that, let's plan our route. So, here's Pleasant Valley. So when we come back down from Timberwolf, we're going to be here. We can... Coastal, Winding River, and Mystery Lake, Keeper's Path South. I forget where that goes to. Let's see. So the two ways to get on to Mountain Town is Mystery Lake, which is the cave behind Trapper's Cabin, or Muskeg. We're not going to do Muskeg. Um, we'll go to Mystery Lake. That's what it is. I was like, I had to take that path recently, and I can't remember where it went to. So Brooklyn just pointed out that Keeper's Path goes to Black Rock. So that's the way I took it last time, I bet. I was like, I took it somewhere last time. That was on my own playthrough, though. So then we'll come down Timberwolf Mountain. We'll probably get to Thompson's Crossing, maybe. We'll just cut across the river here. We get to the fork in the river and make a right. Get to this fork and make a left. Just keep following this down here. We'll probably stop today at the homestead, maybe. Did we visit the prepper cache in Pleasant Valley? That's my one question. I don't think we did. So, coastal. That's the first time we went through coastal. Alright, so anything after the airfield is what we're looking at. Muskeg, Mystery Lake, Desolation Point, Ash Canyon. So we need to go back to Pleasant Valley and see if we can find the prepper cache in Pleasant Valley. Let's see where that is. Prepper cache in Pleasant Valley. It spawns... Stop it. On a hill behind the rocks northwest of the crash site, across from the local... Gosh darn you. Bear Cave. Let's see where that is. Oh, the plane crash. Okay. Crash site, blah, blah, blah. I was hoping there was a picture of where it was. Okay. So it looks like it's over by the plane crash. Which is on our way back. That's the wrong map. Where the heck did it go? Mountain Town? Nope. Nope. Ah. So the plane crash is actually right by where we come out at anyway, so we'll just detour to the plane crash here. And I wonder if this is the prepper cache they're talking about. Is this one here? So then we can cut back here, go to the crash, and then see if the cache is a good one here. We can do that today. Oh, I think I just drank bad water. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, whew. Gave myself a bit of a scare there. Do another batch since it's still pretty early. Alright, that's enough water. So we'll do that. We'll go to the prepper cache today. That might be where we have to leave off, but then we'll just change the name of the video to, I don't know. Got a suggestion? What are we changing the name to? Timberwolf Mountain Laziness? Fishing and, caching? I don't know. Something corny. Something corny for sure. Alright, let's go to sleep? Question mark. Cook this. Well, we still have the fire running. Throw a couple sticks on to get them finished if we need to. That one will actually finish. So we need like 2 sticks for this other one. Just kidding, I can do math. Okay. Great. Let's catch some Z's. And then Friday's video will be pancakes. Because there's no way we're going to get to Mystery Lake before I have to log into work. It's just not feasibly possible. Okay. Sorry, I sent my best friend's husband a meme this morning and he answered me with something that required me to actually read. I'm one of those people that if I actually have a text message and not something on like Facebook Messenger, I feel like I'm like inclined to go look at it to make sure it's nothing important. Because 90% of the chatting that I do is on Messenger these days, so when I actually see a legitimate text pop up, I'm like, uh-oh, make sure nobody's dying. So, alright, we're not tired enough. Let's pass time for 3. Oh, I'm out of coffee. That's a problem. Alright, perfect. And we're gonna have to sleep probably on our way anyway, so we'll just go with our tiredness level the way it is. Eat what we can of this. We're not taking it with us. We have cattails for road snacks, so take this hide with us. We're gonna leave that as much as it hurts me to leave it. Let's get on out of here. We've got about 15 minutes to get to the ridge, so gonna hightail it a little bit here. Watch out for the moose. I don't see him, but that doesn't mean anything. Just means we don't see him yet. Suck to be stuck here for another 10 days. That would definitively be the end of the session, though, and I would definitely just have to work through that on my own. Because I wouldn't make you sit through that again with me. So, last time it composed mostly of me just fishing in Ash Canyon, but it's good for our fishing skill, I guess. Welcome, man. We are on our way out of Timberwolf Mountain, finally. Gonna head to the prepper cache in Pleasant Valley. And then that's probably all the time we'll have for today, but we'll see. See where we get to. Unfortunately, I have to work, so gotta pay the bills. Trying to figure out what I should make for breakfast this morning. I guess I could be lazy and have Cheerios again, or I could make myself an egg sandwich, which is typically my go-to morning thing when I'm home. It's to the point where one of my coworkers, I typically chat with her when we're both working remote. And she'll be like, "What did you have for breakfast?" Ha ha, an egg sandwich. And the one day I finally was like, no, I didn't. And I threw her off her game. She was like, "Whoa, what?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was lazy and running late, so I had some Cheerios." She was like, "Oh, lame." But it's like my go-to. Like, makes me feel full for a while while I'm working. Oh man, that sucks. I worked overnights for a while. I don't envy you at all. So even like late shift that aren't overnights is actually, I feel like, worse because then you're like in a weird like swing transition schedule. But the people that work on overnights typically are better, I would say. The personalities you get that are willing to work overnights are typically much more laid back, which was always nice. Just the hours suck. So like if you really know any humans, it sucks because you never get to interact with them. I was gonna say if you're like married or with a significant other, but really it's just anytime you want to communicate with other humans that don't share that same schedule, it's god awful. So, so just like all the time, it sucks. What do you do, if you don't mind me asking, Roche? When I was doing it, I was overnight emergency vet tech, basically is what I was doing. So I worked the ER, took care of the inpatients, took care of any um, emergencies with the doctor. So we did a little bit of everything for that. Well, this is why I'm underweight. A pile of bullshit here. Okay. Not gonna be under for very long. God, I'm a hoarder. Somebody has to talk to me about this. Clearly I have no business with this much stuff. Oh, I almost left the salt. Went from being underweight to 15 pounds over. Oh man. Technical shift leader, do you do like machine work? I guess I'm not sure what you mean by technical and I don't want to misinterpret you. Yep, I took the bear head. Right here. Oh, we don't need two things of quality tools. This can stay here. Should have left the other ones at the cabin. Oh well. This firewood can also stay here. We don't need all of this firewood. We don't need 13 lumps of coal. What else can we offload here? We'll eat this can of beans later. That's a pound we can get rid of. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't really need the rocks. That's gonna get used up soon. Burdocks heavy. Okay. Okay, cool. So you just a supervisor, man. That's cool. Not just, but did you get hired into that position or did you work up into it? I feel like typically those types of roles you work up into. We're still quite heavy. Oh man. It's gonna be bad news bears. Um yeah, it's a little bit better. There is a bear that spawns here, so you have to be a little bit careful. He likes to hang out by this deer stand. But we're going to the crispy trees, right there. Here's some ptarmigan. Oh, there's one right in front of us. Hi, buddy. So, Bella, looks like there's a ptarmigan spawn right here by the hunting thing here. You're still looking for ptarmigan. Pleasant Valley. Apparently I started a fire here. Must have harvested something there. That's awesome. Um, I love the idea of being with a company for that long. I just typically get tired of the bullshit before then. So The longest I was with a company was actually at that hospital that I had been working overnights at. I had moved from basically an assistant level position to I was basically running the overnights there. Couldn't get them to give me the title of running the overnights, but effectively was running the overnights there. And then I switched to the surgery role, and then ultimately it just wasn't paying enough. It had nothing to do with the fact that I didn't like my job, but um, it wasn't paying enough for my wife and I. I mean, she wasn't my wife yet, but we were constantly cutting it close on bills and stuff, so it just wasn't. I needed more money, and they couldn't give me the money that I was going to be able to make at the job I was looking at. So, in retrospect, I probably should have sat down with them to see what they were willing to come up for me with, but I was so burnt out by that point. I was having some like stress-related cardiac issues and stuff like that, so I decided that it was better for me just to step away. But um, yeah, it's just I was there for 5 years, and been at my current job for three. So longevity at companies is nice, especially if they're rewarded. So all right, if I remember right, the prepper cache here is like up in a weird spot. I think I've gotten this one, but just not on this playthrough. I think I've come across it accidentally before. Wow, critical. Nice. It's that level 5 revolver that we just got, I guess. Did we leave anything fun here? You can tell when I've been somewhere. There's like piles of wood everywhere, piles of meat. I think this is a small piece. Yeah. I don't think I left anything good down here. Let's see. More meat. Okay. Some water tablets. Deer hide, wolf hide, shoes, sewing kit, lantern fuel. It's not bad. Firearm cleaning kit. Birch bark. Oh god. Another pile of bullshit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, not bad. Nothing I would take though. We could sleep. No, let's sleep here for a few hours, actually. Just enough to like warm up, get our rest back up a bit. And then you said Burn Ridge Cave, which is here. Okay. So if we're at the basement, we're here. So we just need to follow this around. I think it's up this hill. Like, I think we have to go up and around. I don't remember. Okay. Woo! Alright, now that we're a little bit more rested, we shouldn't start losing health. I was a bit worried about losing health, or losing weight, rather, from being so tired. So, I feel like I remember the cache being like up, not down. Maybe I'm wrong. Because there should be Burn Ridge Cave here. My phone is yelling at me. I think we searched in here. Yeah. Okay, we've been in here. Let me just check this backpack though. Yep. Okay. Nothing back there. Um, just a fire. Okay. Alright, so we're at Burn Ridge Cave. Let's see. I used the path from the bear cave. Okay. Let's see. Like up above Burn Ridge Cave? Like up there? Um, because I know the bear spawns here, but I guess I don't know where his cave is. Send me a picture in Discord. Okay. Give me a second. Let me check it on my phone. Just get up here real quick. Yeah, up there. Okay. Alright. I think that's... Alright, let's go up here. It's more behind the plain cave. Okay. Um... Can I get up here? Looks like I can't. Looks like it's too steep. Alright, what if I come down here more? Mm, walk from the hunting spot side towards the cave. Turn left up the mountain. Um, okay, so go out of here and go up. Okay. Aha. This looks like I can get up, maybe? Go more back? I'm confused. Let's see. Can I work my way up here? Well, maybe? Yeah. Alright, alright. Sure I'm going the wrong way. That's okay. Not that cave, the other one. I don't know where the other one is the problem. Um... More north? Okay. Hold, please. I don't have a single stick in my inventory. What the hell? Do, 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 do. I feel like I remember north being this way in Pleasant Valley, though. No? Can I? Stick north is east. Okay. So that way? Okay. Because the bear cave on this map is all the way up here. Is it? It's not up here by this one, is it? Yeah, all the way up here. It's up that way? Northwest, behind the tail of the crash site across from the local bear cave. Oh, I see. So it's like down here. Okay, got it. Following. So I need to go out of the plane crash towards the tail. Okay, got it. Okay, alright, well let's... Following now. Just try to see where I need to go. It's difficult for me to follow directions from you guys, so it's up on that hill. By the tail. Through chat because of the chat lag, unfortunately. I'm trying, guys. I know it gets frustrating. So, it's this mountain, I guess. By the tail. Because here's the tail. Because the bear cave should be right that way, so maybe it's not that mountain. Is this one? Okay, how do I get up here, though? Because this looks too steep. Do I have to go from the outside? I guess? I'm not sure. More north, so I guess go out of here and go north. Or, trying to remember. I was like right around here when you said go more north. So what if we come out of here? From the other side, okay. Cool. Guys are the best, by the way. Should just tack that on there. Oh, okay, so there's a cave there, so is that, I guess that's the bear cave. Sometimes these maps look like things are deceptively further away. Like, they're definitely not to scale. I'm assuming that's the bear cave. Back off. Ready to twist my ankle. Now will be the time. Wolf in hot pursuit. Oh, there it is. Cool. Thanks, guys. So we found it. Cool. Hey, pepper cache. Does this one actually have stuff in it? It looks like it might actually have stuff in it. Oh my god. Oh, it does! Oh, oh god, yes! Oh man, I hate those logs, but yes! Jerry can? Oh, it's like Christmas. Insulated boots, a hatchet, bedroll, emergency kit. Guys, we found one. No. Ugh. Okay. Got a peat coat. Lots of containers, a new pry bar. books. Don't need that recipe book, unfortunately. A small kitchen down here, flashlight. This is the best one we've found so far, guys. Some food. Ugh. Let me take the stuff out of these containers so I can throw them on the ground. That's what I'm getting to. Yep, there it is. There's the prepper's pie recipe. We found it. Nice. Lots of food here. We're definitely going to crash out here tonight. Fire striker. Alright guys, well I want to give this prepper cache the time it deserves. So let's go ahead and call it a day for now, because I need to get ready for work unfortunately, but this is incredibly exciting. We'll go ahead and explore this more when we come back on Friday. Thanks for all of your help, Bella and Roche. You guys are the best. Um, and we will see you guys on Friday. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you guys, as always. And I thought I repaired that to 100%. What happened? Oh, it is. I'm looking at the weight. There. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for all your help. Bye.